Tinubu's government wrecking businesses, unleashing poverty and suffering on Nigerians, PDP says. So PDP is beginning to lash out on Tinubu's led administration, the APC government now. We already know that the government is unleashing terror on Nigerians. This is the worst of it ever in governance in Nigeria. That people are into poverty, people are suffering, people are sick, people cannot eat 3 square meals a day, people don't have security, a lot of things going wrong, and the government and the people in power are looting. So the Oyo State chapter of the People Democratic Party has described the policies of the All Progressive Congress-led federal government as destructive. Exactly. So the party's stance was made known through its acting state publicity secretary, Michael Ogunshino. So Ogunshino was reacting to the comments by APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Moka, who condemned Governor Seyi Makinde for his attack on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So now Felix Moka of APC is now trying to, lash out on Seyi Makinde. Okay, are you sure this is just a stage managed something? This is what it is. It is stage managed. They are trying to make it look like they are not in alignment with Seyi Makinde, and Makinde is trying to discredit Tinubu's government, APC versus PDP. But this is obviously a lie from the pit of hell. The truth is that APC is working with Wike to put Makinde there. Makinde will scatter the votes and arrangement of PDP in 2027 election. So Makinde is a game spoiler. That is what he is. A game spoiler for PDP. And it's orchestrated by Wike. So any quarrel that is between Makinde and Tinubu's government is a fake quarrel. That is the truth. So, and all these other people that are responding, like this Ogunshino, talking about Tinubu's government, I need to know where he belongs, whether he belongs to Makinde's camp, or he really belongs to true PDP camp, or belongs to Wike's camp that is working for APC. So now Ogunshino continued, saying instead of prioritizing the needs of Oyo people who elected him to tackle their local issues, he has chosen to divert his attention and squander the state's resources in pursuit of unhinged 2027 ambition, Moka said. Okay, so that Moka was Moka that was lashing out on Seyi Makinde, but I don't trust that quarrel. So in reaction, Ogunshino said Makinde's remark about the country's situation mirrors nothing but the truth. Okay, so part of the statement reads, we believe that the APC statement was very unnecessary, wrongly directed and wrongly teamed. If the APC and its federal government are doing well and the people are happy with them, why would they see Makinde's statement as an attack on their government? Instead of boasting of positive achievements, we note that the only offering the APC has for the people in that abusive press statement is the promise of what it called looming prosperity. That is a shame. So they're talking about looming prosperity at this age and time. They're talking about looming prosperity. Tinubu that said that when he gets to power, he's going to reduce the purchasing power of the people. He's going to reduce the amount of money that people are accessing. And the same person is going to give prosperity. I doubt if that will happen. So instead of, so he continued that we urge Nigerians to demand from the APC, that is Ogunshino speaking, what it meant by looming prosperity. After almost 2 years in power, wrecking businesses, unleashing poverty, and inflicting unprecedented suffering on the people of Nigeria through its wrong policies that are promising looming prosperity. God will help us. So instead of abusing Governor Makinde, we implore the APC to reappraise itself and think deeply about why it decided to impoverish the people and wreck our country contrary to its 2023 promise of prosperity for all. Tinubu does not have prosperity for all. It is obvious. So it should, in fact, thank our governor for waking it up to the reality, okay, that all future elections will be a referendum on the APC for its wickedness and maladministration. So something is happening here. I need to understand where Wike is coming from, where Makinde is coming from, where Felix Moka and APC is coming from, where Ogunshino supporting PDP in Oyo State is coming from. All of these is that Felix Moka just lashed out on Seyi Makinde, instead of him to focus on trying to bring good governance to the people of Oyo State. He wants to lavish their money, waste their money for presidential election that he will not even go 50%. So why not concentrate on the government? So unfortunately for him, somebody in PDP has responded to him, and that is Ogunshino, telling him that it's unnecessary. Everything that Makinde said about the APC government is nothing but the truth, the reflection of the truth. So now it's PDP versus APC, Makinde versus Tinubu, Ogunshino versus Felix Moka, and they are roughing it out. Okay. All right. So let me see whether people will make some comments. Somebody is saying here, I'm not sorry to say, my dear president, yes, I supported and voted for you during the last election, but today I regret that very decision as the worst of my life, not just because your every policy or your policies are anti-human, but more of the fact that you are endangering even the generation yet unborn to this. I plead with you, please leave that office for a capable leader, because from all indications, sir, you are very, very, very far from being one. Ibrahim Labaran, the guy don't write to. That is true confession. And obviously, business is not as usual that you collect government money and go away with it. So find a legitimate business, Dr. U. Can you imagine? You will see he's now wrecking businesses, he's building it. Can you imagine? So what this one is trying to say now is what the Ogunshino is calling a wrecking of businesses. It's not wrecking of businesses, but rather Tinubu not allowing people to cut away with government money, public fund. Okay, so the business that Tinubu is wrecking is the business of looting. And who will believe that? Who will believe that? If you are wrecking business of looting, why is Yaya Bello still moving freely, cannot be properly arraigned and prosecuted for all the fraud cases? If you say business of looting is what you are working against, what about somebody like what is his name? Ojis Okalo, that had a case in Kirikiri and was set free. So what are you talking about? If we check your government, I'm sure there are more looters. Look at the issue of Beta Edu up to now. We still cannot hold her responsible and nothing. Just sacking her to silence the matter. So all of these things, I always say, Mr. President, carry go. Yes, so carry go. People that voted this government are the ones crying more now. So this is just the beginning. I tell you, this is just the beginning. Because if Tinubu could rig the election and rig himself in when he was not even in power, you can imagine what will happen now that he's in power. He's already putting all structures in place to ensure that he doesn't lose the election. So let's leave that. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. That was the report, or rather remarks, coming from Dr. Ogunshino for, lashing out on Felix Moka for saying that, what Makinde said about President Tinubu's administration is inappropriate.